Good evening, committee. My name is Scott Friedson. I am a licensed public insurance adjuster. I own a company called Insurance Claim Recovery Support right here in Austin. I live in Lakeway. Just filed a claim on my house over the weekend from the hailstorm.
And you're on the bill?
I am on the bill.
Okay.
I want to say that I'm very pleased with the progress that we've seen on the bill from Smithy's office. I've heard a lot of different things, and I just, in no particular order, I just want to share, a couple of things. I hear people that work for an insurance company, they talk about, well, we paid this. Well, it depends on your view of paid. Maybe a payment was made, but if the policyholder isn't made whole, there's a difference between a payment and being made whole. And I hope you all can appreciate that. I also wanted to say that there's disputes like repair versus replace. Maybe a payment was made for a repair when in fact a replacement needed to be made. Those are the kind of disputes that we see all the time. The good progress and the common sense solutions that I'm seeing in this bill is very encouraging. But one of the things that I want to make a point of is in the interest of consumer protections and reducing litigation, I really believe that appraisal clause, which is in every policy in the state of Texas, which is a non-litigious policyholder right, needs to be looked at. It needs to be, in my opinion, it needs to be codified. I think that there needs to be a remedy for the policyholders to recover the expenses of appraisal and umpire fees. I think there needs to be some kind of time frames and provisions in place whereby if a policyholder does feel like they are compelled and filed suit, which, by the way, in my opinion, nobody wants to sue their insurance company. I mean, every client I've ever had, which includes churches, nonprofits, apartment complexes, homeowners, they just want the insurance company to deliver on the promise that they made, just like you see on the TV commercials, just like what's in the policy, like what's in the code. So the appraisal process, even when a policyholder feels like they've been mistreated and there's knowing, I won't say knowing, there is possibilities of bad faith conduct by the insurance claim handlers, the adjusters and their building consultants and engineers, and they feel compelled and forced to hire an attorney to represent their interests. The unfortunate thing is that as it is right now, there's the defense attorneys that represent insurance companies, they also retain a right to invoke appraisal. And when that happens, the attorneys stay on, the appraiser is on, a public adjuster is on, meaning they all have interest in the outcome of the claim, and the net expenses that come out of this process is very expensive and cumbersome on a policyholder. So I want to make sure that the committee considers language in terms of time frame, a waiver of appraisal for carriers that are not transparent, that are not acting in good faith. I believe that needs to be included in the language, and I'm very happy to answer any questions and work with any lawmaker who's willing to sit down and listen.
Well, thank you. Are there any questions for Mr. Friedson? No? All right. Well, thank you for your testimony.